staring back at me, in a bathroom gasping for a fresh breath, grounding myself as best I can.
This is Sophie. She is currently in her third year as a creative writing student at Falmouth University. At 17, she was diagnosed with anxiety, and this has led to a complicated road towards graduation.
My anxiety, it has triggers like small spaces or unexpected situations. So I can genuinely tell on a day if I'm going to feel anxious. Like if I'm going to uni, I'm going to be anxious because of sitting in a classroom. So that's like a bad day with anxiety. But it's not just me not going once and then being able to go all the time. It's like every time I go to a lesson, no matter where it is, it's like a fight to stay in.
With her anxiety being tied to small rooms, problems began when the university found itself overcrowded, not being able to find suitable space for her to attend lectures.
If I was in a wheelchair and I'm saying I can't get into that room, they'd have to move it. But I'm saying I can't go into that room because I get terrible anxiety and I can't sit for 4 hours in a tiny room. That's not even got enough tables for all the students in there, and even the teachers aren't happy with it. But they're saying there's no space because the uni is overcrowded.
At the university, living support and accessibility are responsible for students who do not feel their needs are being met. Sophie and the teams are in dialogue to find a solution, but it is challenging.
So that room is a barrier to education. So that room is a barrier to Sophie doing what she wants to do.
Harry Bishop, FXU President of Community and Welfare, says that the wellbeing teams are doing the best they can with the resources they have, but that it is not just universities that struggle with a lack of support. In fact, on a national level, as many as 1 out of 6 people struggle with mental health problems. 50% of these are established by the age of 14 and 75% by the age of 24. The most common ones, anxiety and depression, has been estimated to cause 1/5 of days lost from work in Britain. According to various reports, people living in deprived areas are more likely to develop mental illness, meaning that Cornwall, as one of the poorest, is facing even more pressure.
The resources, in terms of external companies, the NHS, all of that, are stretched so thin that they can't support our students. But they do. But the waiting list is so long that isn't real support. You're not getting what you need quick enough, and that's not good enough. So if we're going to have a national conversation about mental health, let's actually do stuff about it, not just sit around and all pat each other on the back for accepting it's an issue.
The help offered by the university is short-termed, aimed to get you back on your feet. For Chris Jones, it was just what he needed. However, he does wish there was more resources available.
It was a 1-month session for 6 months, where I developed like a plan to improve my mental health. I would say probably the month between each session was a bit too long, but I think that's got a lot to do with the facilities here, because there's not that many counsellors on site for the amount of students that we have. But the fact that I had the opportunity to go there and get counselling for free and get that help when I needed it was really beneficial to me and my studies.
For students like Sophie, who struggle with a long-term diagnosis, it is important that the university is flexible. She suggests opening up for alternative teaching methods to make education even more accessible.
If this student has a presentation, can it be turned into an essay? Just because at the time I was really struggling with presentations. But I felt like the uni shouldn't have to make students jump through hoops who are already struggling just to get something to say. Please give me some slack, it's mental health. Please don't make me do a presentation, can I just have an essay, when it seems like a really simple fix.
Harry Bishop is confident that Falmouth University are doing everything they can to better students' experiences.
I'm sure that both universities are looking into that, because whenever I attend meetings and have conversations, they're always looking to better the student experience. And you know, we're past the times of being sat in Oxford in big mahogany wooden rooms with a chalkboard at the front. We're past that. So conversations about filming, recording, and things like that, and writing an essay instead of a presentation should definitely be part of the conversations that we're having.
Alternative teaching is only one of many suggestions to improve the university experience for those with mental health problems. And although there seems to be no quick fixes, it is important to keep the debate alive to make education as inclusive as possible.
Because at least I have the courage to try again. And on graduation day, my degree will not tell me a grade. It will just simply read, "You made it."